Hey everyone, Jessica here, and I'm going to give you a real quick product tour of my new citrus-inspired creative kit. And I had given a preview of the creative kit on a previous video, but this is the final thing. So first of all, I've got a very comprehensive color palettes that I've sampled from real citrus fruit. And now these color palettes are for use with any of my Impressionist brushes. So if you're not familiar with my Impressionist brushes, you can check, I have a lot of them on my website, so you can use them with your Modern Impressionists, your Palm Beach Garden Party, Romantic English Gardens, Artistic Autumn, all of those. And the color blends are more subtle than my normal ones are, but this is just to be more useful and more realistic, and they're sampled from actual citrus fruit, and I'm really liking the results so far. So we've got lemons, limes, oranges, grapefruits, and then I've got some rinds here and then some blends. And then the second thing that I made was these texture brushes. And these are really cool because you can use them, these are Impressionist brushes, so you can even use them with color blends, any of your color blends to make really cool color blends, but with texture. And they've just got like a really nice subtle texture, and I really enjoy doing some citrus illustrations with these. But just remember, you don't have to be limited to using these just on your citrus, you know. I'm actually like in my head planning some like Christmas designs with these kind of textured these textured brushes. And then whenever I was actually starting my illustrations, I realized I wanted something else. And I created these kind of textured pattern brushes to go along with this whole texture theme. And these are like line brushes, repeating pattern kind of brushes. And but they go amazing with these fruits and amazing with this motif and everything. I'm just really loving it. And I use them a lot for like creating patterns inside the citrus, or even like the lines where the skin is and the rinds and everything. And let me see here. So here you've got some examples of clip art illustrations that I've already created with these brushes. And you can kind of see how I use some of the resources. So I use those brushes like to create the lines, the divisions, and just having a lot of fun with it and making it really more abstract, because I love to do abstract stuff, and I think there's so many realistic things. So to me, it's just more fun to be creative and crazy and be abstract. So you can really get an idea of some of the things that you can do with this clip art, but there's so much more. So that's what's included in the kit. And also I created a Pinterest board for your inspiration. So there's a link of it in the product description. And this is really good because sometimes you need something to kind of get your mind going, or like, oh, I should do something like that, or, you know, kind of like jumping off point. So I created a nice citrus illustration board, and so you can use that for kind of a jumping off point. And please let me know if you find that helpful. And then I'll just go through here over to my Photoshop and just kind of give you a little brief, tour here. And now the color blends, I've got them here. We've got lemon, lemon skin, lime, lime skin, orange, orange skin, so forth, grapefruit, and then some blends. Everything's really well organized. And I'll just grab like an orange skin like this. And of course you can use these with any of the brushes that you already have. Like here is, let me just make sure I'm on a new layer. Like there's with some Palm Beach Garden Party. So these are great blends, and you can see they're just a bit more subtle. And also, let's see here, what else? So we've got your color blends, all your palettes, great for your work. And then when we get into the brushes, let me scroll down here. My computer's been a little slow. So I am like creating resources. Really, sometimes I end up creating resources, like I create tools that I myself need, and so that's why I know that this stuff is really useful for you. So for one thing, a lot of my Impressionist brushes have like rougher outlines, and I want to use them, but I need to like block in my shapes first. So I have the set of brushes. I created this special brush here, this citrus textured pencil. I'm just going to show it to you in black. This is included in my set, and so it's just a nice general, you know, pencil brush or whatever to kind of like create shapes and draw things or whatever. So I liked this, but then what I did was I created some preloaded colors. So here I've got it in dark. So like I could go like this and block in my shape for my lemon wedge, okay? And for each fruit I have like 3 colors. And this can be very useful for me because I need to block in a shape, but it helps me visually to have it like already in the yellow color. Now I'm going to go to lemon medium, create a new layer, and then I could add like some different shapes here like this. And I'm not going to worry that they're perfect. You get the idea. And then I could make a new layer and then make lemon light, and just to add some little motifs here in a light color. So this doesn't really look like much, but whatever. But then what I can do is go through and select like my back layer, grab my pattern stamp brush, and then I could choose, oh, I want to use the garden party brush, and I'm just going to lock this layer, and I'll go through here and I'll go, let me grab my lemon skin here. And then I can, you know, use that as a, to draw on top of that shape. So, because a lot of the times, as you know, the Impressionist brushes have rough edges. So, you know, if you want to, I use them a lot over layers that I draw in. So, like for a clipping mask layer, or if you don't want to do a clipping mask, you can just use this to lock the pixels or whatever. So, I thought that was useful for my work, so I went ahead and included it in the package. And then you've just got, so you've got all the pre-loaded colors. Then you know you've got just your general citrus texture pencil. And then down below here you have got the 16 different textured brushes. And what's cool is these work really well with the Impressionist palette, so you can still work with the pattern stamp tool. Grab one of these texture brushes. I'll just make a new layer, and then just draw on your texture here. So really versatile for your work. And like I said, don't just think you have to use these for citrus. This is great for like patterns and kind of a more of a folk sort of hand-drawn sort of element. And then you've got these line brushes that I created, and I made like 23 of them. And I'm going to make a new layer here. And these ones are great because you can go like this, and even all the different colors of the, what do you call it? All the different colors come out of the palette. So they're really cool for different pattern motifs. I'm just going to like enlarge this a little bit. Enlarge the brush, and now let's see, I'll grab a different one. I'll go down here and grab like a pink. So you can use these to make really cool sort of pattern motifs and just have a lot of fun with it. So, and they all have like a good texture too. And as you see over here, I used a lot of them in even just the white or the rind color palette to make all these cool like divisions in the citrus. So that was really fun. And then on some of them, I just used them to make motifs and things. So you can kind of just see an idea of like all the different things that I did with them, but they're really fun. And it just makes like creating so much easier and fun, and you can just have like make things really fast. So you've got all the colors, all the brushes, and then you have some pre-made art that I included in there. There's like 14 illustrations. These 14 illustrations that I made of different citrus are included in the thing, so you can use them in your designs. So if you have any questions, just let me know, and looking forward to bringing you a whole bunch of new stuff soon. So Hopefully you'll have a lot of fun creating with this, and just let me know your comments below.